LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga is a game you might have played growing up, a game you might have played after first playing LEGO Star Wars: The Clone Wars, a game you might have played last week, or a game you might have never played. If you're the last one, then please put that floppy disk in and start playing. I grew up playing the LEGO games and still, to this day, am learning new things about them, and something I only recently discovered, LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga had a bunch of unused, unfinished levels that were cut from development. Secret levels that never made the final game, or were early versions of levels that ended up in the game. Now, some of these are accessible in the game files, they've been extracted, whereas others had to be dug up by the modders from all sorts of random places, like, floppy disks. Never know what you're gonna find on a floppy disk. I have no idea how to even play one of these. Do you guys even know what a floppy disk is? So today, I'm gonna show you 17 unused levels from LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga. Hey everyone, it's Andrew. Alright, so some of these levels are pretty weird. There's one where you play as Indiana Jones, one where the cantina is a disco party, one where you're stuck in Anakin's stolen N1 Naboo starfighter. And I honestly wish a lot of them made the final cut of the game. So let's go through them. First up, we have the file name Helen Test 2, which is actually an early version of the Lost Temple level from LEGO Indiana Jones. So what's this doing in LEGO Star Wars? Well, this was originally supposed to be playable in LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga as kind of a teaser demo for the LEGO Indiana Jones, which came out in 2008. Now, it's likely TT Games just weren't able to finish the level in time for release, so instead you can just watch the Indiana Jones trailer in the final game. It's in the same location in the cantina where the level is likely going to be. Now, this level has a very unique character, the Jovitos Tribesman, and he is able to do things that no other character in LEGO Star Wars: Complete Saga can do. He can pick up objects and he can also swim. Man, he's like a superhero. Also, this level featured a bunch of ropes you could swing on, Jedi Fallen Order style. Just Indy becomes Tarzan, starts swinging through the jungle. Here we have a dark and spooky early version of the Geonosis Arena. Qui-Gon is still alive, and you get to team up with your fellow Jedi to take out battle droids, droidicas, and flying bug people. There's also a bunch of Geonosians up in the stands, just hovering up and down, spookily looking down on the black arena, chilling in the background in the stands and being like, did we pay for this entertainment? Is it worth it? You can just fly in and out of the arena. Don't even need to worry about paying. Next up, we have a very rare level that was going to be in the original LEGO Star Wars, but didn't appear until the Complete Saga. This is Anakin's Flight, an early version of that anyway, in which you piloted Anakin's stolen N1 starfighter, Anakin getting all cheeky with Qui-Gon, who told him to stay in the cockpit, and he stays in the cockpit and goes and destroys a Trade Federation ship. And that's exactly what you're going to be able to do in this mission. Assault the Trade Federation ship, take out turrets, and more. Only problem is, this early version had none of that. There's no AI. There wasn't even a working camera until the modders added one to the code. This level was eventually retooled and re-released in the Complete Saga, but it looked like this. Different camera and everything, you're way further back. Not as intense, not as intimate. Much prefer the original. If you look up the channel Game Hut on YouTube, you'll see a more polished version of this. That channel is actually run by John Burton, who was the game director at TT Games back when these games were being made. He actually founded TT Games back in the day, and now he makes YouTube videos. Next up is another level cut from the original LEGO Star Wars, but eventually made its way into the Complete Saga. This is Bounty Hunter Pursuit, that level in Attack of the Clones where you chase creepy face-changing alien through the city streets of Coruscant. And this one here is actually very similar to the final version, although there are no flying objects and no posters in this version, so it's very much inferior. This next one's cool. This level has the file name Mike Test and was used to test gizmos, interactable objects like panels, switches, levers, as well as buildable objects and AI. Look, there's a bunch of stormtroopers we can slice right on through, stabbing them with the lightsaber, but they reappear for some reason. If only stormtrooper armor actually did anything and wasn't cheap plastic. Seriously, why even wear the suits? Super uncomfortable and don't even want to know how they go to the bathroom. This is an unused version of the Revenge of the Sith Darth Vader mission, although it's pretty much identical to the final version, but worth including because look at how Qui-Gon runs from the lava. Run, Qui-Gon, run! Next is another Indiana Jones level. This here was made to test out the LEGO Indiana Jones exclusive character abilities in the Complete Saga. So for example, the lever pulling, the rope climbing, and the swimming. Abilities only Indiana Jones characters were going to have. Each LEGO game did things the previous didn't and stepped it up a notch, and you can see exactly that happening here. here. Climbing, swimming, rope swinging, carrying. Look, they're doing it all in LEGO Star Wars. Sorcery, I say. This level is called Character Test, which is exactly what it is. The developers have taken the General Grievous level and used it for testing all sorts of AI, battle droids, stormtroopers, ride-ons, you name it. They're all here. Some of them are here anyway. Here's another testing level in which you can play as Indy, drive a car, ride a Tauntaun, swing from a rope, and more. I wonder why the rope swinging never made its way into LEGO Star Wars. Nope, they saved it for Indiana Jones. Here's an early test of the Death Star battle. Man, some of the flying missions in LEGO Star Wars are cursed. Can't do it, can't fly. You fly into the wall, it's buggy, it's weird, you're flipping and flapping, you can't control it. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. But anyway, this is almost the same as the final version of this level, with the only difference being that in this version, you can't actually blow up the Death Star. Oh, seems as if the Empire has perfected their super weapon. Cover the exhaust port, put some bubble wrap or maybe just a fence up, just so the pesky rebels can't shoot their torpedoes into the exhaust port. Dude, what about a ray shield? Cover it up. You telling me exhaust can't go through ray shields? They can jump through light speed with ships and fly across a galaxy, but you can't design a ray shield in which exhaust's fumes will come out of? Dear goodness. This next level is an early version of the Mos Eisley Cantina from the Mos Eisley level, not the hub we're all familiar with. This is from the actual Mos Eisley level. And right at the start, for no apparent reason, you're shot with blaster bolts that come flying out of the wall. Dude, what do you got a problem with me for? What's going on? And then when you go in, you can look around, you can start a bar fight, order a drink maybe, and have a good old time in the cantina. The level, not the hub. Here we have another level used entirely for testing panels and interactables. And there's a fire truck, which appears to be completely unused in the game files. And there it goes, off the cliff. Oh, it respawned. Okay, cool. Yeah, fire truck in this level only, as far as I know. The fire truck LEGO level. How random. This is an early version of the gunship cavalry level. The most laborious, monotonous, tedious, frustrating LEGO Star Wars level I've ever played. Man. This thing used to give me nightmares. Anyway, this was for LEGO Star Wars 1. The level's missing certain mechanics. Lighting is darker. It doesn't exactly look like Geonosis, does it? Maybe like a nighttime Geonosis, maybe. I don't know. It's dark. Dark and gloomy. Next is an early hub world with a couple of Easter eggs worth mentioning. There's an Indiana Jones hat hanging on the doorway in the bonus room. This was what was going to lead to the Indiana Jones level that never got finished, and here instead is just the trailer. You can watch the Indiana Jones trailer. And there's also a buildable Qui-Gon Jinn painting in the episode 1 room. This replaces the R2-D2 painting wall fresco that made it into the final game. But look here, Qui-Gon builds Qui-Gon. There's also a disco party in the Attack of the Clones room. Can you do this in the actual game? Is this a thing? I don't remember. This here is an early version of the episode 2 character bonus mission. Ah yes, the Geonosis Droid Factory. The best place to grab yourself a steaming cup of molten lava. Just a couple differences here to the final version. The background is unfinished and the platforms don't require buttons to be opened. You can just jump from platform to platform, no problem. Grab yourself that hot cup of lava. That's what I order in the mornings. Only thing that wakes me up. Geonosis lava. And this here is a level simply titled Test, and it's a developer's playground. Numerous stormtroopers, a speeder bike, a Tauntaun, other creatures and ride-on vehicles, a free play area for developers to test their creations. Now, there's one level I haven't mentioned yet, which is possibly the rarest, the most sought-after LEGO Star Wars level ever that never made the final cut of the game. It's known simply as Boga Chase. On Utapau, you ride the Boga and chase General Grievous through the treacherous terrain as Obi-Wan. The only footage of this in existence, the only time we've ever seen this level and we've seen it played, is on John Burton's Game Hut channel, so I'd recommend watching that video over there. Pretty cool. Also, huge thanks to Linturni Gamer and RogerRoger for helping collect and sort through all the footage you've watched today. Incredible effort by the modders. Love it. So good. Able to bring us all this footage and stuff we'd never seen before. Keep digging into those game files. And now that you've seen all these levels, I'd love to know what levels you'd like to see in a LEGO Star Wars game that have never been made or have never made the final cut. Do you have a moment from one of the films or the shows that you'd love to play through but have never been given the chance? Let me know down below. And for more LEGO Star Wars in the lead up to LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, you can watch one of these videos here and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and join my Discord for lots more Star Wars gaming news, LEGO Star Wars updates, memes, whatever, jokes, what you want, anything. It's there. Thanks for watching this. My name's Andrew. I'll catch you soon.
Stay bombastic.